Hi, welcome to the revision module of the chapter Globe, Latitudes and Longitudes, Part 2. Dear students, we have already in our previous module discussed about latitudes and longitudes, their importance, how we can find different places, locate different places with the help of latitude and longitudes, how we can calculate time. All this we have discussed. Again, here I am here to revise some important things about the latitudes and longitudes, and how you can easily locate different places using latitudes and longitudes. So in this module we will be discussing about locating places using the grid system, longitude and time, standard time, and some fun activity at last. Now, previous module you have already learned about latitudes and longitudes. Now we will go little bit deeper in about knowing about the grid systems. So when Aristophanes, the Greek philosopher and mathematician, made his calculation of the Earth's side, he made another important contribution. He realized that any place on the Earth could be located with a basic grid of lines of latitudes and longitudes. So, in fact, in all the maps you will find the basic grid system, which is known as latitudes and longitudes, whether it is a globe or a map of India, map of the world, any map, it is divided into latitude and longitude. Whole map you will find this grid of latitudes and longitudes. So the Earth's grid, you know about the Earth. So the geographical grid system was created to locate all places on Earth. It uses latitude and longitude to describe the location of any place on the Earth. So grids and grid coordinates, we will be learning about. The geographic grid system was created to locate all places on Earth. It uses latitude and longitude to describe the location of any place on the Earth. So what is this grid system? A network of intersecting lines drawn for the purpose of fixing the location of various surface features is called the grid. So what it is? A network of intersecting lines drawn for the purpose of fixing the location of various surface features is called the grid. Observe a grid carefully. No map may be drawn on the globe, but yet we can locate places of the world very easily if we know their latitudes and longitudes. So this is the importance of latitudes and longitudes. So once again, a network of intersecting lines means they are intersecting each other, crossing each other, drawn for the purpose of fixing the location. What is their purpose? To fix the location of various surface feature, and that intersection of lines is known as the grid. So you know that spinning of the Earth on its axis provides two natural fixed points, namely the North Pole and South Pole. So two points we have, North Pole and South Pole. The spinning of the Earth on its axis provides two naturally fixed points, namely the North Pole and the South Pole, upon which the places a grid of intersecting lines. Upon which two places a grid of intersecting lines are there. So the spinning of the Earth on its axis provides two naturally fixed points, namely North Pole and South Pole, upon which two place a grid of intersecting lines. So this is the base for the intersecting lines, you can say North Pole and South Pole. Gallons at any globe shows a series of north, south, and east, west. So you have series of lines, north, south, and east, west lines are there. Parallels of latitude, the blue one for your reference. I have separated it from different colors. The blue one are your latitudes, and the vertical lines which you are seeing over here are longitudes. So globe shows a series of north, south, and east, west lines that together make up the Earth's grid system, also known as the geographical grid. It is used to find the exact location of places on the Earth. So this is used for finding the exact location of places on the Earth. So north, south, and east lines together makes up the Earth's grid. All these are making Earth's grid. So Earth's grid, also known as the geographical grid. You also call it as geographical grid. It is used to find the exact location of places on the Earth. So you can find exact location with these intersecting lines on the Earth. The north-south lines are known as meridians of longitude. As I discussed, the north-south lines are north and south lines are known as meridians of longitude, and extend from North Pole to South Pole. So they extend from North Pole to South Pole. All meridians are halves of great circle. So these meridians are half of great circle. We have already discussed about the great circles in our previous module, so go through that video. The east-west line circles are known as parallels of latitude. East-west lines, these lines, the blue color, they are known as parallels of latitude. All parallels of latitude are not part of the great circle. So they are not part of the great circle. Watch it carefully. This is your great circle, the equator. They are not part of the great circle. In fact, only one latitude, the equator, is a great circle. So equator over here is the great circle. Midway between the poles, the equator divides the Earth into two hemispheres. So if you see this map, this is your equator. Again, to make it easy, these are your latitudes, these are longitudes, the horizontal lines. Those vertical lines are your longitudes, and the horizontal lines are your latitude, the black lines. And this is your equator. So midway equator divides the Earth into two hemispheres. The northern hemisphere, above equator is your northern hemisphere, and below equator is your southern hemisphere. Meridians of longitude and parallels of latitude intersect at right angles. So they intersect at right angles. You see, all they intersect at right angles. Now, one more important thing you should know about the relative and absolute location. When we'll be studying about how to find the exact location, you should know about relative and absolute location. What is the difference between a relative and absolute location when you find out time, when you go for the location of a particular place? So relative location specifies a particular position or place relating it to another known position or place. So when we take another symbol, you can say another position or place to know some specific position, that is your relative location. For example, any landmark is there in your address, and the people who search for your address they go for that landmark, and which make it easier for them to search and find the exact location of your place. So for example, you have to give directions to a friend to reach your home from school. So what you have to do? You might say, go straight through traffic signal, then take the first left, and then enter the third building to the right. These positions give directions to your house relative to the school. So that is your relative location. That is your relative. For example, you can take example of this as a relative location. To give direction to your friend, you can say go straight, and you will find some trees or buildings over here. Then from there you can take the third building. Like this, this becomes your relative location. Now, there is one important another location, that is your absolute location. Absolute location. What is absolute location? Absolute location indicates position based on the coordinates of a grid system. You can see coordinates. These are all coordinates, latitudes and longitudes, and there are some coordinates of this. If you are using smartphones nowadays, even that shows latitudes and longitudes or coordinates of that particular area, which help us to find the exact location of the place. So these coordinates of a grid system such as latitudes and longitudes are there. So latitude indicates the location, north or south position on a map. So latitude indicates the north or south position on a map. So these are the latitudes. You can see about 0 degree, this is equator, below 0 degree. These are the latitude, these lines, horizontal lines. These are your latitudes. So above equator they show the north position, and below they show the south position. And longitude indicates its east and west position. So longitude indicates east and west position. If you see this map, if you see this one map, yes. So here you can see these were the latitudes above equator. This is your equator. So above equator is your northern hemisphere, and below equator is your southern hemisphere. So and this position is your north, and this is your south, and this is your again the 0 degree line, the prime meridian. This is your east position, and this will be your west position. So longitude or longitudes, these longitudes, what are longitudes? These standing lines, they show the east and west position. And using both latitude and longitude, both when you are using it as a grid system, any location on earth or globe can be found. So any location you can find it out with the help of this grid system. For example, here is an example, if you are able to see it, Buenos Aires, 34 degrees south and around 58 degree west position is your Buenos Aires. So in this way you can find it out. We'll discuss more on this. However, in everyday speech, the absolute location is not used. It would be very difficult to reach your house from the school if you said proceed on 230 degree as coordinate 41 degree north latitude and 72 degree west longitude. So everyday life it is not possible, and you cannot take help of the latitudes and longitudes for everyday to find out the location of your house or place or some your friend's place. So some limitations you can say in everyday life you might have. So let us now and try to understand more about latitudes and longitude. This will help us to find more about how to find the exact location of the place. So you have already understood about which lines are latitudes and which lines are longitude in this map also. And one more important thing, if you see some latitudes and longitudes are mentioned over here, and you will find the difference between the two latitudes and longitudes are always the same. 15-degree interval mostly you will find in between all these latitudes and longitudes. This will help you to calculate the time of a particular place. Now let us try to find more about the latitude. What actually is a latitude? A latitude is the angular distance of a place north or south of the equator. So this is the latitude. These are angular distance of a place north or south of the equator. There are 180 parallels of latitude. So there are 180 parallels above, if you count above equator and below 90, around 180 you will find latitudes, parallels of latitude. Each parallels of latitude is a circle. So these latitudes, because you know Earth is a sphere, round, so these latitudes are circle. So each parallels of latitude are circle. All the parallels of latitude are not of equal length. The circle becomes smaller towards the pole. So all parallels of latitude are not of equal. You will find them by moving towards the pole. This size of the latitudes becomes smaller as the poles, that you keep moving towards the pole. So you can say that the circles become smaller towards the poles, because it is a sphere. The Earth is like a sphere. Both the side latitudes, you will find that moving towards the pole, the circles become smaller. The distance between any two parallels of latitude is always equal. So distance between any two latitudes, if you see from here 0 to 15 and 15 to 30, you will find the distance equal on both the sides of the equator. This side also, if you see the same difference, you will find between the latitudes, two latitudes. So this was about the latitudes. Now let us discuss about longitude. These are the lines of longitude, the standing lines, you can say, to be more simpler. These are longitude. So longitude is the angular distance of a place So longitude is the angular distance of a place east or west of the prime meridian. So this is east side and this is west side. Then this is your prime meridian. You can have a look of this map to be more clear. Yes, this one. So this is your prime meridian, this line, sorry. This is your prime meridian. And this is the east position and this is west. This is 0 degree line, prime meridian. This is your east and this is your west. This map also you can have a look. This is your prime meridian, this is your east position and this is your west position. So now this is clear to you, I hope. There are 360 meridians of longitude. So altogether there are 360 parallels of longitude. So all these are 360 parallels of longitude, both the sides. All the parallels of latitude the prime meridian is a longitude of 0 degree. So prime meridian we have discussed, this is longitude of 0 degree. Prime meridian is the longitude of 0 degree. Each meridian of longitude is a semicircle. So each meridian of longitude, you will find it from this part of the pole till here only. So it is a semicircle. It is not making like in case of latitude it was a full circle they were making, but here it is a semicircle in case of longitude. All meridians are of equal length. Again you can say that all meridians are of equal length. The distance between any two meridians is not equal. So distance is not equal. Let us see how it is. See these latitudes here at the equator, at this part center, the distance between the two longitude, the distance between the two longitude is more over here. But as you go towards you reach towards the pole, you will find the distance has decreased. So here it is more, and here it becomes, as you move towards the pole, less. So you can say that the distance between any two meridian is not equal. They get closer from the equator to the poles. So they get closer when you go from equator to the poles. So I hope you have now understood more about longitude. So both we have discussed latitudes and longitudes, what is the difference, and this will help you to find the exact location about the place. Now let us move towards the how you can find the location on a map, finding location on a map. Most map use a system of numbers of letters or both around the borders to help us find places. So you have a system of numbers and letters. You will find in the form in degrees or in direction north, south, east, west. In that you must go along the grid and then up to locate an area correctly. So the grid you have to be careful about. Grids are very important to find the exact location. Go along the corridor, then up the stairs like this. You can. This is a hint for it. The vertical lines are called eastings. The vertical lines are called eastings. These lines are eastings, and these are your northings, the horizontal lines. They increase in value as you travel north on map. So as you travel towards the north, you will find increase in values. From here, if you go towards the north, you will find the increase like 30, 60, 70 like this. Both the sides of the equator. Okay, from here also. This is equator. So again, if you see, you must go along the grid system to find about the exact location. So these grids, the cross sections you can see of lines, they are important to find the exact location. Here I have marked some point also for you, A, B, C, C, D, E, like this. So how you can find out? So you what you have to do to be very, very simple, like this. I told you, you can take help. This is a very simple example as a fun activity for you. Like this is the grids. These are also the grids. So you check this point, this home, latitude, longitudes. If you want to know the coordinates of this, so you travel from this part and come to over here, and you move from this part and come over here. Where these two lines meet, this is your exact location, and this is how you can find it out on this map also. So for example, let me see this point. We talk about point D over here. So if you, this is below 30 degree, might be around 15 degree. See, this is around 15 degree, and this grid again we have to. This grid first we checked, then this grid. This was your latitudes, and these are your longitudes. Check this grid. So where these 2 points meet, this is the exact location, And what will be the latitude and longitude of this area? So 30 degree north, and this will be around 40 degree as it is on this part, west you will call it as. So this is how exact location, if you know degrees, latitude, longitudes, you can find the exact location of that place. Same way with other points also. Point C, you can see, first find out this grid. Latitude is around 60 degree, and this is over here again the longitude 60 degree, and this is the center point. So see, 60 degree you can say north, and over here it is east, 60 degree east. So exact location over is. This is how you can find the different location of the places using the grid system. But one very important thing you have to keep in your mind, the grids, how to follow and check the grids where they meet. That will be your exact location of the place. Now let us discuss. We have already discussed in the previous model of pinpointing a place. So it is difficult to find the exact location of a place with the help of latitude alone. So these are your latitudes. If we have only latitude, it will be difficult for us to find the exact location of a place. For example, in figure A, look at the figure. Mumbai can be anywhere along the latitude of 19 degrees. So Mumbai, if I want to find it out, it can be anywhere on this line. And New Delhi can be anywhere along the latitude of 30 degree. So how? What we can do? You should know about the longitudes also. So what we can do? See the figure B. Here we have both latitudes and longitudes. So again the same thing. What you have to do? Find this cross section grid system where they meet. The same you have to follow over here. 0 degree east, 75 degree, 0 degree line you have around 78 degree line. This is the line of longitude where New Delhi, and 30 degree north. So here these two lines meets over here. So this becomes the exact location. Same way for Mumbai over here. 72 degree longitude, and this is your 19 degree north latitude. So this is how it becomes the exact location. So again, to remember, these are your latitudes and these are your longitudes, and always mentioning first, you can mention about latitudes first. So knowing the longitude, for example, Mumbai at 72 degree east and Delhi 78 degree, figure B helps to locate the exact position. So this is how you can locate the exact position of a place. Now again, for your revision, you have different lines of latitudes and longitudes. Have a look. These are equator, all latitude, Tropic of Cancer, important lines, Capricorn, this is Arctic Circle, and this is your international date line. This is your 0 degree line, again the prime meridian, and this is your 0 degree, you know. Fine. So above 0 degree is your northern hemisphere, and below it is southern hemisphere. And on this side you will have western part, on this side of the prime meridian, and this is your eastern part, east it will show. Now let us take one more example, finding exact location of a place. Like if I want to find the exact location of Washington DC, so again what I have to do, take care of the latitudes and longitudes of these places. You know the equator, and these lines are your lines of latitudes, and this is your longitudes. So latitudes and longitudes of this place, wherever they meet, that will be your exact location of Washington DC. Let us see in this example now. Yes, so the Washington DC, the latitude is 38 degree, around 38 degree latitude. So this is the line of latitude. All these are the lines of latitude. So 38 degrees somewhere, this is 30, so obviously 38 degree will be over here. So latitude 38 degree and longitude 77 degree. Longitude. So these are the lines of longitude. All these are longitude. So longitude it is saying 77 degree. So 77 degree will be 60 is this, and here it will be 77 degree. Right. So this is the exact location of Washington DC at 38 degrees north and 77 degree west. So this is north, as we discussed earlier. Above equator it shows north, and below it shows the south, and this side of the prime meridian it shows the west, and this is east. So 38 degree north and 77 degree west. So this is how it is possible, and you can find the exact location of the place. Now let us take again for your revision latitudes and longitudes. Have a quick look. This is the line of equator, tropic of Cancer. The values also 23.5 degree. All this you should know. Tropic of Capricorn, and this is 0 degree line again is your prime meridian. This is the Arctic Circle. Both the side you have you have Antarctic, and here at North Pole and South Pole the next angle of 90 degree over here. So above equator is your northern hemisphere again, and this is your southern hemisphere. And this side of the prime meridian, this is the prime meridian line, it will be west, and this side again it will be east. Now let us see some more examples of finding or locating a places on Earth. So here you have to remember each latitude and longitude we discussed earlier also make a difference of 15 degree. So you will find a difference of 15 degree in both the sides. In latitudes also and longitudes also 15 degree difference you will find. So latitude north or south above equator is these are your lines of latitude, and below equator these are the lines of latitude south, and this is north, and on this side west these are the lines of longitude, both on this side east longitude and this is west longitude. So 1 degree is equal to 70 miles, and that is around 112 kilometer. So you can calculate the total distance travel. If it is 15 degree you can calculate. If 1 degree is 70 miles, 112, so 15 degree how much it will make a total distance you can calculate over here. And in time it is around 60 minutes. 1 degree if you travel means 60 minutes. Right. So when writing a locations latitude and longitude, always list latitude first. So always when you are writing the location, always you have to mention about the latitude. These are the latitude. So 15 degree, then you can say like here 45 degree. This is the line of 45 degree latitude. So first it is mentioned 45, then it is mentioned 30 degree. 30 degree is your longitude. So always latitudes are mentioned first. 45 degree is your latitude and 30 is your longitude. So 45 degree north, 30 degree west. So always latitudes are mentioned first. Okay? Yes. Now some examples again I have made it more easy for you. Record the latitudes and longitude of each of the following points. Point A has been completed for your reference. So one solution I have done for you. Remember to indicate the direction north, south, east or west and latitude and longitude of those places. In the same way you have to find the other. So one I have done. Point A 30 degree. Let us see 30 degree. It is saying north. 30 degree north is this one. This is north. Above equator we have learned earlier. So 30 degree north, and longitude is 60 degrees. This is the line of 60 degree. So we have learned earlier that this side of prime meridian is east and this is west. So this we are talking about the east. So 60 degree east. Now one more example I'll give you. Point B. Point B is here. This is point B. So what will be the latitude of this? So always latitudes, remember, latitudes are mentioned first. So 30 degree is mentioned first. 30 degree. This is your south. 30 degree south. Below equator is south. 30 degree south. And 30 degree point where B we are talking. 30 degree west. 30 degree west. So 30 degree latitude, 30 degree south and 30 degree west longitude. So and this is how you can calculate the you can find out the exact location keeping the direction in mind. Now this solution I have done for you again to make it more simpler, so that you easily know what does it mean. Let us see this diagram. The same thing over here. If you find latitude 30 degree north and longitude 60 degree east, A point we discussed 30 degree north and 60 degree east. Then again point B, latitude 30 degree south and longitude 30 degree west. Latitude 30 degree south and longitude 30 degree west, which I already done for you. Others you do it yourself. This will help you to find the exact location. Now I hope you must have understood more clearly how to find. Some more examples I have solved for you. So again, C, latitude 0 degree, C point. This is the C point. So this is latitude of 0 degree means it is equator, and longitude 90 degree west. So this is longitude 90 degree west. So where they intersect, this is the exact location of point C, and the latitude will be 0 and longitude will be. And always latitudes are mentioned first. So this is how you can calculate. And this is again some examples for you. Point A, 30 degree south and 60 degree east I have done. Rest points, now you have understood a lot about how you can find the exact location of the place, so you can find it out. Mark over here. This is for you to do it so that you learn. Now there is a relation between longitude and time. There is a relation between longitude. As the earth rotates, every place has its sunrise, sunset and moon. The best means of measuring time is by movement of the earth, the moon and the planets. The sun regularly rises and sets every day. Naturally, it is the best time keeper throughout the world. Local time can be reckoned by the shadow cast by the sun. It is the shortest at noon and longest at the sunrise. So this is how you can, we have already discussed this in the previous module more detailedly. So this is just a revision for you. The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, that you know. It takes 24 hours to complete 360 degree of rotation. Therefore, to turn through 1 degree of space, 1 degree of longitude, the time taken is 24 into 60 divided by 360 minutes. So it comes around 4 minutes. So 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. Remember it, 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. Now the earth rotates from west to east. So you can remember this from the fact that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Since the sun does not move, but the earth does, the earth must be moving in the opposite direction, that is from west to east. So again, for your to remember, 1 degree 60 minutes, you can see, and here 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes, which you have to remember, and 15 degrees around 1 hour of time, 360 is 24 hours. So this, have a look of this. So places in the east see the sun first, this you know. Places in the west see the sun later. This will help you when we'll talk about the standard meridian of India. So remember this point. So places in the east see the sun first, places in the west see the sun later. Therefore, each 1 degree of longitude towards the east, time of 4 minutes has to be added. So when you travel toward the east, a time of 4 minutes has to be added. And when for each 1 degree of longitude towards the west, a time of 4 minutes has to be subtracted. Let us see this example. This will help you. So one question I have for you. So this is when you move towards the east, here the time has to be subtracted, and towards this point if you go, the time will be added. So when you places in the sea, so 1 degree of longitude toward the east, a time of 4 minutes has to be added. So when you travel toward the east, this side, a time of 4 minutes has to be added, and this side when you go, it has to be subtracted. Now some question again for your revision. Calculate the time and longitude 30 degree east, what is noon at Greenwich. Noon means 12 o'clock at Greenwich. So Greenwich is this line, noon it is. So we have to calculate up this point, 30 degrees. So you know that 1 degree makes a difference of 4 minutes. Now you can ask a question that how 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. We have already discussed here that if you divide 24 into 60 divided by 360 minutes, it comes around 4 minutes. So 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. 24, how it comes? Again you can ask, that is due to the earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, and to complete 360 degree of rotation. That is why the 1 degree to turn through 1 degree of the space, 1 degree of longitude, the time taken, that comes around 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes. So this is how you can so 15 degree makes a difference of 15 into 460 minutes, 1 hour. 30 degree will make a difference of 2 hours. So follow the same process. So places in east of Greenwich, we discussed that when we move towards the east, we have therefore add 2 hours to Greenwich. 2 hours we have to add. So the time on 30 degree east is 2 p.m. It is 30 degree makes a difference of 2 hours. Yeah, 2 hours. How it has come 2 hours? That you know. If you follow this process, 1 degree makes 4 minutes, 15 degree makes 15 to 60 minutes, and 30 degree makes a difference of 2 hours. So you have now here adding 2 hours to Greenwich Mean Time. So 30 plus that is 30 degree. The time on 30 degree east is 2 p.m. So here you can see 30 degree east, and on this it was 12 o'clock. So you add 2 hours on that, so it becomes 2 p.m. So this is how you can calculate, and this is again the same thing. When you go towards the west, you have to subtract 2 hours. So from 12 you have to subtract 2 hours, so it becomes your 10 a.m. So I hope you have understood again about how we can, with the help of latitude, longitude, calculate the time. Now let us discuss about the standard, quick revision of standard meridian of India. When the local time of central place is taken as the time for the whole country, it is called standard time of that country. There are about 30 meridians of longitude cutting through India. That means that India has about 30 local times. So when the railway timetable states that train will arrive at 8 a.m., it will be difficult to know exactly when, because different places will have 8 a.m. according to the local time. There will be confusion. So in India, longitude of 82 and 5 degree east passing through the Allahabad is considered the standard meridian when it is noon on this longitude. The time is taken as noon for the whole country. So look at this map, this will help you. Time between these 2 points, around 30 longitudes are there. We have already 30 meridians of longitudes are there. So 30 means 1 degree is equal to 4 minutes, and 50 makes a different, 15 will make a different of if you see this will make 60 minutes, so around 1 hour, and 30 will make it 2 hours. So in the same way here it makes a difference of 2 hours. So that is why there is a time difference of eastern and westernmost part of India, around 2 hours. So places on the east will see the sun first, and on the west will see the sun later. And to overcome this problem, we have taken standard meridian, because there will be lot of confusion to have 30 local times for the country. So whatever time is at this 82.5 degree east longitude, the time for the whole country is taken with reference to this. So this is the standard meridian of time. So I hope you must have understood. This is the time zones of the world. Greenwich, this is the international date line, how much time is added. You can have a look and find more in the internet about these time zones. Thanks a lot. So last question, along which latitude is your city town located? Along which latitude is your city town located? This is a fun activity for you, so try to find out. Now you know a lot of things how to find the exact location. So thanks, meet you in the next video.